After more than 20 years working with couples, one question keeps coming back to me. When is the last time you touched her without wanting anything in return? Not as a signal, not as a beginning of something, just touch. Warm, unhurried, with no destination. Most men cannot remember. Not because they stopped caring, but because somewhere in the routine of a long relationship, that kind of touch quietly disappeared. And she felt it leave. Women always do. They feel it in their body long before they find words for it. Today, I want to show you 5 places that most men never think about. When touched with genuine intention. Slowly, without agenda. They communicate something she has been waiting to feel for a very long time. The first is the inner wrist. The inner wrist is one of the most sensitive areas on the body. The skin is thin, the veins are close to the surface. It is a place that feels exposure, and that is exactly why touching it carries such weight. When you take her hand and turn it gently, tracing your thumb slowly across the inside of her wrist, you are touching somewhere she rarely allows to be touched. That kind of contact does not feel casual. It feels intentional. It feels like you are aware of how delicate she actually is, even when she spends every day pretending she is not. The second is the junction where the neck meets the shoulder. Not the back of the neck. The specific place where they connect. That soft slope on either side. This is where tension collects silently, where a long day settles without announcement. A slow hand resting there, not pressing, not massaging, just present and warm, communicates something that words rarely reach. I notice where you carry things. I am not asking you to put them down. I am just here. I worked with a man in his late 60s whose wife had become increasingly distant over 2 years. He started resting his hand on this spot every evening while she was reading. He said nothing. After 3 weeks, she told me, something about the way he sits near me has completely changed. The third is the side of the face. Not a kiss, not a correction, just your hand, placed gently along the side of her face from cheekbone to jaw. This gesture requires proximity. It requires her to let you that close. And when she does, and when your hand stays there, steady, warm, with no rush, something in her nervous system responds in a way almost nothing else can reach. It says, I see you. Specifically you. Not a version of you. You. The fourth is the hollow at the base of the throat. Most men never touch this place. It sits just above the chest, between the collarbones, a small, soft hollow that is almost never acknowledged. A single fingertip placed there gently communicates tenderness that has nowhere to hide behind. It is an honest gesture. It says your softness is safe with me. Women who experience this describe it as being touched in a place they did not know was waiting. The fifth is the side of the waist, not the lower back, the actual side, where the waist curves between the ribs and the hip. This spot is rarely touched outside of specific moments, which is exactly why touching it quietly, in an ordinary moment, changes everything about the emotional temperature between two people. A hand resting there, steady and unhurried, creates a closeness that needs no words to justify itself. 5 places, none of them complicated, all of them requiring the same thing. Slowness, intention. A man who is present enough to notice where she holds things, and patient enough to stay there without needing anything back. That is not a technique. That is the language she has been hoping you would learn. It is not too late to start.